But Jimmy Kimmel is back on the air, making an emotional and highly anticipated return. He was greeted with a standing ovation, went on to give a nearly half-hour monologue after his show was pulled last week over comments he made about the death of Charlie Kirk. But Kimmel did not air on nearly 60 ABC affiliates nationwide. And while many people are praising his return to the airwaves, President Trump is not. The commander-in-chief slamming Kimmel's return, with Kimmel firing back. NewsNation's Alex Capriello is live in our newsroom. Alex, Kimmel did not hold back in that opening monologue. He took some direct shots at both the Trump administration and his suspension.
Yeah, that's right. Kimmel framed his nearly week-long suspension as an un-American threat to free speech. In that 17-minute monologue, he recognized that his employer, the Walt Disney Company, had a right to pull him off the air, calling himself a small part of a much larger corporation. He also admitted he could see how his comments about the Charlie Kirk assassination could be considered ill-timed, but he also stood behind his constitutional right to speak freely, use political satire to make a point, and then hold the powerful accountable, regardless of any direct or veiled threat made by the FCC and the White House.
That unfortunately, and I think unjustly, this puts them at risk. The President of the United States made it very clear he wants to see me and the hundreds of people who work here fired from our jobs. Our leader celebrates Americans losing their livelihoods because he can't take a joke. That a government threat to silence a comedian the president doesn't like is anti-American. That's anti-American.
In a message the president posted before the show even aired, Trump threatened to take ABC to court for putting Kimmel back on the air, calling him an arm of the Democratic Party. The president previously settled a defamation lawsuit against ABC over a separate matter. Other conservative voices have reacted to Kimmel's monologue, saying it wasn't a sincere apology. Both Sinclair and Nexstar, which own more than 20% of ABC affiliates across the country, they'll continue to preempt Kimmel for the foreseeable future.
All right, so Alex, we know Kimmel was suspended for making those remarks about Charlie Kirk's assassination. How did he address that? Did he address that?
Yeah, he did. Kimmel says he never intended to make light of Charlie Kirk's murder and expressed sympathy for the entire Kirk family. And then to actually close that monologue through tears, he actually passed on a message of unity for the entire country, saying, take a look at Erica Kirk as an example of how we should behave toward one another during this time of civil unrest and political divisiveness. Take a watch.
On Sunday, Erica Kirk forgave the man who shot her husband. She forgave him. That is an example we should follow. Yeah. If you believe in the teachings of Jesus, as I do, there it was. That's it. A selfless act of grace, forgiveness from a grieving widow. It touched me deeply. And I hope it touches many. And if there's anything we should take from this tragedy to carry forward, I hope it can be that.
The investigation continues in that Charlie Kirk assassination. The accused shooter, Tyler Robinson, will appear in court on Monday.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.